And we're live, baby. Best Ball Barbecue day number 34 with a consecutive stream, consecutive draft. We are live. We are drafting. Super fun for Steph to come on. What's going on, Steph? Yesterday, if you haven't seen that stream, make sure you check it out. But we got another guest today. We got Cody off the Schneid coming on, fellow Canadian. I don't know why I said fellow Canadian, like I'm from Canada. But like if you didn't see my tweet, this is either going to be USA versus Canada or USA and Canada. So we're going to figure that out here in a second. We're going to bring him on. We're also going to do some trivia. And Best Ball Guy thinks he can go live at the same time that we are also live. So make sure that you don't go over to his stream. He's an awful person, an awful drafter, and you should not be in his stream. So make sure you are not over there, okay? I'm just kidding, obviously. Go whoever stream you want to go to. But we're going to do some drafting, and we're going to do some trivia, but not before we hit the intro.
Welcome to the madhouse.
All right, everybody, welcome in. First time on the stream. Cody, how are we doing, babe? I saw you bobbing your head a little bit in backstage to that intro. You like that?
Bro, that's hype, man. That's some good walk-up music, you know?
Yeah.
That's got to be a solid walk-up song if you're about to just smash dingers if you play ball, right?
Yeah.
I dig it. No, I really like that. It's fun. Yeah, happy to be on. Let's kick the shit out of Best Ball Guy. Sorry, can I cuss on your stream?
Yeah, so 100%.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
So let's kick the shit out of him. Don't bother going over there. This is where it's at. You all know it. So just stick around.
There we go. Well, we're going to start this off with some trivia, something that Best Ball Guy is not capable of doing because he doesn't know ball. I say that and watch us get like 2 out of 20. But here we go. This is what we got. It says, no, after you. Name the 20 highest scoring PPR running backs that did not score a rushing touchdown during the 2024 regular season PPR fantasy points given for each player. I feel like 56 is the highest one. This is actually going to be hard.
That's hard. This is hard. Jeez.
Is that Dameon Pierce for the Texans? Did he
score? That did not score a rushing touchdown the whole season?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Or is it like Dare Agungawala? It's one of the two. I don't know.
Yeah, Dare's got to be on there somewhere.
Is there Texans on here? There's not. Oh, man.
I
feel like Texans got in one. I feel like he got in like once. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. The Niners one, I think, is that McCaffrey? I don't think he had 47, though.
Yeah, that's aggressive, man. Man, this is difficult, bro. Like, what is this set on extra hard?
Steelers is going to be Cordero. Okay, I knew that one. I knew that one. Jags is it's like he'd be like the third guy, you know? It's like
the Dolphins Mostert.
I think it might be right.
Yeah, could be right. Yeah, it could be right.
I feel like Mostert got in one. I think it's right. I don't know if he got in. Okay, there we go. It was right.
Nice.
Lions. Is that like Jamar Jefferson or Craig Reynolds? Could be Craig Reynolds.
One of those two, I think. Yeah.
Craig Reynolds. I don't even think Jamar Jefferson's on.
I'd go Craig. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Craig. Okay. Vikings is I know Cam Akers got in. I think that's Ty Chandler.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, good. Okay, we're doing okay.
Jeez, I'm just all I gotta do is agree, and then we're gonna crush this.
Yeah. Carson Steele for the Chiefs. I like that one. I think that's right. Carson Steele. I like that one.
The 2 Browns, like that's a weird one. I guess Pierre Strong.
Yeah, probably.
Like that's the only guy that would make any sense. Okay.
The only other guy I can think of is Deonta Foreman, but I don't know if I feel like that's got to be Deonta Foreman. I feel like he might have got in though.
Like for no rushing touchdown and he scores 30 plus. Like I guess, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There it is.
So we're actually not looking bad.
Kenny Gainwell for the unless it's either Shipley or Gainwell, obviously.
Gainwell probably got in. I'm gonna get.
Let's go Shipley.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. Giants, Eric Gray? Because it's not Singletary.
Gotta be, yeah.
Eric Gray. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Look at this. Okay.
The two Rams.
Who's that running back that like not corn
Rivers.
Ronnie Rivers?
Yeah. Ronnie
Ronnie
Rivers
Yeah.
is
Okay.
one of them for sure.
Let's go. Okay. I think the Chargers one is Vidal because I think he caught a touchdown, but he did not run one in because I know Haskins got one. Obviously,
I'm into that
one. I think Gus had one too. I'm pretty sure this is Vidal because he caught one, not rushed one. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
And I think this one might as well be corn. Literally don't know who else it could be.
Did he not get in once? Yeah. Let's do it. It couldn't be anyone else. So
yeah. Okay, there we go.
I was thinking Sincere McCormick, but no, he rushed in for sure. Hey, on the Raiders.
Yeah, I think Zamir got in. Did Madison get in? I think he
did. Is it Laube? The ghost of Dylan Laube?
I don't even know if he had 27 fantasy points though.
I don't either.
I don't
either, but
got in.
Ooh, let's what about Kenny McIntosh for the Seahawks?
I like that. That's a great poll. I like that one a lot. Kenny McIntosh.
K-Mac.
There we go. Like that. Cowboys, who's that white guy? What's that guy's name?
Oh, Lipke. Hunter Lipke.
Yeah, I think it's him.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Back, though. Is that?
He caught a lot of balls though, and that's my... nice.
This Niners one could be Juszczyk.
What are the Patriots? What are the Patriots we got there?
Gibson, but I feel like he had more than 29 fantasy points. So I don't think it's Gibson.
Yeah. What's his name? Played at South Carolina.
Who?
Kevin? No, is it? What's his name?
I actually have no clue. I can't even name their third string running back.
Saints. Let's go. That's got to be Kendre.
Didn't he get in once or no?
I think he had like one decent game, and I think it was catching.
Kendre. Let's go, Kendre. All right, it's not Kendre. What about that? Who was that? Who was that rookie they drafted? It was like that. Not Tipton, because that was the receiver. Like that. Is it Mims?
Oh man,
something.
Yeah,
Mims?
yeah. Not Denzel. Mims. Yeah,
Jordan Mims.
There you go. Yeah.
Let's go. Jordan Mims. Okay. We still have like the highest guys remaining too.
Man, that's difficult. 56 points.
Okay, wait. Jags. Who's the third Jags guy?
Dearness Johnson.
Ooh, yes. Did he? No, I think he's still there. I think you're right. Dearness Johnson. Yes.
He was there. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Pats, Niners. I think we go Juszczyk.
Smith. Kevin. Is it Kevin Smith? For the Patriots. Kevin something. Kevin. He played it.
Kevin Harris,
South Carolina. Yeah, that's it. Do you think that's him?
It could be. I have no clue who this could be.
No, it's probably not Kevin Harris. No, it's not.
Okay. How about? Do you like Juszczyk or do you like? I just don't know what other running back would be. It's not McCaffrey because I don't think he had 47. He played like one game in like a half. Like he played like one half of a game, right?
It could just be some random ass.
It's like Juszczyk or it's like that fucking who is that guy that like Patrick Taylor? You remember? Didn't he get like a couple reps? I'm gonna go Juszczyk. I think it's Juszczyk.
Okay, let's do it.
It's not Juszczyk. God damn it!
It's got to be Patrick Taylor. Then that's the only guy left.
Because Garendo had one, correct? Garendo had one. Or did he have? Yeah.
It's got to be Taylor.
It's not. It was McCaffrey.
It is
McCaffrey. Oh my god! It was Dare. Jermichael Hasty was the other guy, and it was McCormick.
It was Sincere. I got all right. Yeah. So we I thought we guessed Dare, didn't we? Fuck.
No, we didn't. I was thinking between him and Pierce. I couldn't decide.
Well, we should have got all but probably Hasty.
I don't think we would have got Hasty. We would not have got Hasty.
Yeah, that was a good effort.
That was a good effort. That might be the longest time we ever spent on trivia, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought we were going to clear the board there for a sec, but what can you do? What can you do? All right, let's go into some underdog. How many teams have you drafted so far? Have you been? I know you're grinding. You streaming like what 3 times a week ish, something like that.
Every other day, roughly. Like depends on if something up in my real life. But yeah, I did last night, long one last night. Wasn't really expecting to be that long, but got roped into with the likes doing a second draft. So it was a
There you
3
go. Yeah,
3 hour
we're no
stream.
stranger to that here.
Yeah, so and I'll be streaming again tomorrow night. So I'm at 51, I believe, big boards, and then I have 19 left in the little board, and then 2 left bigger and 2 left biggest. So I'm gonna max out everything, but I want to keep some bullets, a lot of bullets, for after this combine. So I'm trying to, but I mean, it's fine. I could draft as many as I want on the big board. If I have 90 left, then I'm still laughing. So
100%.
it's whatever. But what are you at for the big board?
I might be like, I've drafted 53, so I'm like, we're kind of right there with you. I got like 6 left in the little. I just don't know if I'm going to do the bigger or the biggest. I just don't have the financial means to do that. So
that's fair. That's fair.
I think we're just going to roll with the big board, little board, and I maxed the worm as well. So
nice. That's a good one.
Yeah, I love that contest. The payout for that payout and the advancement structure, great for that contest. But
I got screwed on my last bullet. It really pissed me off. It just, the last like 20% of the war room filled like super fast. And I just kind of missed the boat. I was hoping it would get to the combine. It didn't. So whatever. I only got 3 bullets. So I'm kind of annoyed by that, but it is what it is.
All right. Let's hop into the big board. You just want to draft same team? Split it?
Yeah, sure. It's up to you.
Split the 250K.
Whatever you think's fair.
All right, let's do let's do that. We'll do that. We'll do the big board, and we're gonna hop in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 1. This thing should fill pretty fast. Here we go.
Tons of time.
122 for Ben. Ben's getting after it.
Yeah, you're gonna max out before the combine, man. That's
right.
You better hope you're right on Harold Fannin, hey?
Yeah, right.
No,
okay.
I like Harold Fannin, but
so do I. We're drafting at 2. Ben's at 6. Game Gods at 7. Simo, Steph's in here. Who Hames unders that. So this is definitely a friends and family draft. I don't know who Slippery Kitty is, but what an interesting name.
Yeah, there's some good names out there. The there's Chaz Michael Michelson. That's a funny name.
Yeah, I know him. He's on Twitter. We're Twitter friends now because we drafted it like it was the day of the Super Bowl. And we were gonna crazy draft that ended up getting thrown out, which I actually didn't think was gonna get thrown out because it was like one of like those Casey Philly fucking things or whatever. But it was like weird because he went like Casey Philly, and then like pick 3 picks at ADP. And then it was back to like Casey Philly. And I was like, what is going on here?
There's so much of that where it was like, you would see it happen. And it was like, okay, that's not egregious. Like Mahomes going in the first round. And then whatever, who do you like here? I'm not a Bijan guy personally, or Saquon.
I was going to say, I was watching one of your streams and I remember you say that you didn't like Barkley. So I'm down to skip him here. I personally think JJ is worthy of the 102.
You're JJF guy. I'm a CD guy, but whatever you want to do.
Let's go CD then. Let's go with yours because I only got 5% CD. So let's do it. I'm down to CD too. We'll give somebody some value in this room.
Yeah. There's another guy. The best name on Underdog is Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Oh yeah. I've seen that one. I don't even know who that is. I don't know if they're on Twitter.
I don't either,
but I definitely seen that person too. Yeah.
I don't know how they pulled that one off and got it through. Like, a buddy of mine was trying to make a name that it would have sounded like Big Dick Nick sort of thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't that, but it would have been similar, and they wouldn't allow it. And I was like, what, man? There's a guy named Mr. Poopy Butthole on here. Like, how are they not letting you get yours?
I like this from Ben. There's a guy named Book Hockey in Badge Row stream today, and Nez goes, "What's Book Hockey? Is that like a hockey thing?" And John's like, "No, that's a book hockey thing." Also, Toronto Dave, we got a fellow Canadian here, assuming that Dave is from Toronto. I guess you never know. Could just be a fan of the city, but there we go.
Yeah, it's like the worst city in Canada, so it's not the.
Is it really?
Oh, I hate Toronto.
Toronto. So is Toronto like the LA? Because I feel like people in the US would be like, "Well, I hate LA." Like LA is a terrible city.
Pretty much, yeah. Like it's pretty much it's like an American city, literally. When I go there, I don't even feel like I'm in Canada anymore. If I'm being honest, I don't like it. I don't like it there. I don't like it there.
Interesting.
Plus, we're very different types of people. Like, I don't know how it is in the States exactly, but in Canada, like people, especially where I'm from, are known to be a little bit different. Like we're they call Alberta the Texas of Canada. So if that gives you
Okay.
some context, then there you go.
Yeah. I like it. That's funny. I like that.
Mm.
This stream just might turn into tell us everything we need to know about Canada, because I do have one question about Canada.
Shoot.
How big a deal is the CFL?
It's man, for the people that it's a big deal for, it's their lives.
Okay.
Like they love it, they live it. But I couldn't give a fuck about the CFL. It is the worst trash product. Like it's the worst football, honestly.
Yeah.
The rules are just so stupid.
Yeah, like running before the line, like that one always throws me off when why is the field goal fucking still in the end zone? Like,
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
right at the
20-yard
front.
end
Like
zone,
guys
correct?
hit it all the time. Guys run into it. Literally, it's
Yeah.
it's at the start of the end zone.
It's like a natural pick play. I feel like that, like the NFL, it's like, oh, we'll just use the goalpost as a pick. Like it's got to be a strategy now, like in the red
Oh,
zone. You know what I mean?
bro,
And it's
good luck.
it's a 20-yard end zone, correct?
Oh, it's huge. You could land
Yeah.
a fucking jumbo jet in there, man. Like it's ridiculous. And then
Oh, man.
like good luck being a DB in the
Yeah.
CFL. Like
Oh yeah, right. All right, we're on the clock here. Well, any of these guys you like? I want to get your opinions and see if they match up.
I'm right here. I'm clicking like I'm probably going Terry McLaurin right here. JSN would be a good click, but we can get him on the wrap if we want.
Let's go Terry.
Yeah.
I like Terry. Division stack too, could be week 17 kind of thing, or at least playoffs at the very least. So I like given the tie to the division at this point in the season. So I like Terry.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to stick to the NFC, AFC, whatever we're doing, whatever we're building, and
yeah,
like JSN would be decent here, or Brees Hall. I like Brees over Bucky. Are you Brees over Bucky, or what are you?
I've been back. I do have more Brees over Bucky. I do like Brees a little bit more. I feel like the size profile, and it just feels like as a rule, it's not all the time, but I really like to do we loved this guy last year. Let's take the discount on him. You know, like I genuinely usually like to do that. Like JSN was that big one for me last year. It was like, we love this guy as a rookie. He didn't have the best season. This is a great buy low spot. I love buying low on players that we have a pretty good idea that are talented. Like we know Brees Hall is pretty talented. He was talented enough to go before Bijan in pretty much half the drafts. Like their ADP was pretty neck and neck. Are you a Brees
first
guy?
round pick last year? 7th,
yeah, exactly.
ADP is 7 or something. Now we're getting them in the 3rd. Yeah, absolutely. Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, but yeah, back to the CFL. It's a bit of a joke, man. Like Quintez Stigers, you know who that is from? He got drafted. So he's a really interesting story. Actually, he got drafted by the Eagles last year, 4th or 5th round, something like that, right? So out of high school, like his like mom or dad passed away, like really tragic story, right? Really, really terrible situation. And he's like the oldest of like 6 kids or something like that. So he's like, man, I got to make some money. Like I'm good at football. Yeah. And I could go to college, but I need to make some money, take care of my family. So he was playing like this 7-on-7 flag tournament or something where the top prize was like, I don't know, 10 G's, call it, whatever it is. Right. And then he got somehow seen or scouted by a CFL scout somehow. Right. Okay. So he goes up to the CFL, plays a year in the CFL professional football, right?
How old was he?
He was like 1 year out of high school, probably.
Oh, so okay, that's interesting. That's crazy. Like a 19-year-old playing. Like, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. So he goes to the CFL. He's rookie of the year, defensive player of the year, just crushes it. DB, right? And then
defensive player of the year. Hell yeah.
Yeah, right. And rookie of the year, right?
So and then, not defensive rookie of the year, or just rookie of the year?
Both. Like defensive rookie of the year and defensive player of the year.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
So both, like you get it, and then he's not a free agent. Typically, you're a free agent, so he was actually draft eligible. So he had to go into the NFL draft, which is the first time that's ever happened in the history of football. Like he goes from playing professional football to going in the NFL draft. Like, doesn't really add up. So yeah, it was a wild story. But anyways, he played in the CFL, and but it's a joke, man. Like, how are you going to play DB when a guy's running full speed, like 10 yards from behind the line of scrimmage, like what the hell are you supposed to do?
That is crazy. Yeah.
Like,
Imagine like Tyreek Hill get a 10-yard head start and just like,
yeah,
all right.
yeah. And the field is massive. Like it's
Is it
like,
wider?
yeah, it's wider, it's longer. The end zone is massive.
That's crazy.
It's a stupid game. It's a
That,
stupid game.
that is nuts. That is
But
nuts. Well, that's why you guys got
Toronto Dave is right. People in Winnipeg and Saskatchewan just adore the CFL. And I was born in Saskatchewan. I have family in Saskatchewan. They fucking love the Riders, and it's just, to me, it's just an absolute joke. Like,
well, Winnipeg's got the Jets. They have a hockey team there. The CFL is pretty big.
oh yeah, the Blue Bombers.
All right.
The
Fair
Blue
enough.
Bombers.
Winnipeg's, I think, the closest one to Minnesota, right? It's right above Minnesota
Yeah.
a little bit. Okay, yeah. I knew that one.
Pretty close.
My Canadian geography isn't the best. Like I know where Vancouver is, I know where Toronto is, and then I know where Winnipeg is, and that's kind of it.
Well, good enough. That's
good, exactly.
You know, one side, the other, in the middle. It's a big country, whatever.
Yeah. All right. We could go Hurts and kind of just solo it because Devonta's gone. But
could do that with considering we have the NFC there, like Dallas, Washington. I don't mind that with what we have.
Let's do it
because we can match it up.
Yeah, and then this next tier, I think the guy I normally click is Waddle, or I like Kittle. I feel like I would like to lean receiver here a tad, maybe. Olave is fine with me too. Any of these receivers you like?
Yeah, I'm definitely into either Waddle or Kittle. That's exactly how this range right here is either maybe I pull up a running back or it's Waddle, Kittle. Yeah, so I'm good with Waddle.
Let's go Waddle. Let's stay with the theme of stacking these divisions because we do have Breeze. So let's stay with that. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that's basically, it's like Waddle and then what at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at this range. I think it's a terrible, terrible range.
Yeah. They do this a little bit, Hames, like, you know, like they do the motion thing and like it's a very gray area between like running forward, like a little bit, but like Canada's like, okay, I'm in a dead ass sprint 10 yards, then they're going to snap the ball, and then I'm going to be going like already my max speed, all this DB, like, because the way like in my mind, I'm just trying to picture like the DB probably starts farther back, but like then it's like if you get a decent receiver with some good agility, they just sit that thing down. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I feel like an easy. Yeah, it feels like man defense, and that would be just impossible to play.
But in the NFL too, only one man can be in motion at a time, right?
Yeah, so can two in the CFL? Can anyone?
Dude, all of them, bro.
Yeah, well, I guess all of them are moving forward. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
they have like 5 wide receivers wide, just like you said, full sprint for 7 yards, and then they hut the ball. And it's like, how do you even know if it's a false start or not? Right? It's like, yeah, they could be 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, but by the time the quarterback gets the ball, it's just honestly, it's jokes, man. I hate the CFL. It's just a garbage game, and it's a garbage product. If I'm being honest, like I feel bad saying that as a Canadian, but like. Yeah. It's just not good. Like I'm sorry.
At least you guys got the Four Nations Face-Off Cup though. That's the big one. Like that. Like it's crazy because like people that aren't even into hockey were like that game. Like obviously, I'm sure it's a huge deal in Canada, but like you guys already like the NHL is your guys's, you know, like whatever. Like hockey is your guys's football in America, obviously. But it's like in America, like that game was like. I've never seen, like, at least that I can remember, that game being more like hyped up than anything ever. Was like
it was like the most watched hockey game like ever, I think.
Yeah, it was like it was a good game too.
So the crazy thing, honestly, about that game is like we wouldn't really care about that very much because it's not that big. Like the Four Nations is whatever. It's like the World Cup. Like we don't really care that much as Canadians. Like the World Juniors is huge. The Olympics is massive. Yep. Like those are the tournaments that we really want. I honestly, genuinely feel that the biggest reason why Canadians got so into it was because of the whole conflict between our countries and the fights. And
the fights was a huge thing, and then it was like,
and they won.
The US.
The US won that game, and it was like, fuck that, not on my watch.
Yeah.
You know. So then everybody in Canada kind of got into it a little bit more, but it was, it's good for the game. We were talking about that on your stream not that long ago. It's good for the game, really good for the game.
Great for the game. Okay. You Connor, Judkins, Tracy. I think one of them's fun here.
I would probably go Judkins, but what do you think about bringing up Ibuka?
Yeah, let's do it. I like it. Let's go with
He's
Buka.
kind of my guy, and then let the one spot just decide the running back if we have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I agree.
I
agree.
So
What's your? I mean, I feel like I kind of know what you're gonna say, but let's hear your Buka take. You want to go Judkins here?
yeah, that's my
Ohio
pick.
State's.
Yeah. Ibuka is my number one wide receiver in the class. He's my number.
Okay. Let's hear it then.
I showed my my rankings last night on my stream, and they're not consensus at all. So I get a lot of heat for some of my takes. I also don't have Genty as my number one running back either.
Who's your number one? Is it Hampton?
No, Henderson, Trevion.
Okay, I like to see.
Yeah.
I like the hot takes. Now I have to pull up my running back rankings. Now I have to do this. Now we have to do this game. But let's hear. I'm gonna hear what you have to say. You can go with Ibuka, Genty. I'll hear any of it.
So for Ibuka, he's just like the guy. He's just plunk him into any NFL offense. You plunk him in anywhere, and he'll get the job done. Like there's not any other wide receiver you can realistically say that you just throw him into any team, any offense. He knows the language. He has the experience. Ibuka's just that guy. Plunk him into any offense and watch him go to work. The other guy, Tet McMillan, he's got question marks. And now all of a sudden, like what I was pissing and moaning about on my stream last night was like, now it's okay for me to say that Tet McMillan, Luther Burden, Golden, they aren't that guy because fucking Mel Kiper throws out a mock draft and he doesn't have him in the first round. So now it's okay.
He had Hampton going like at 12, right? To the Cowboys?
Yeah. Which I'm all right with that. I mean, if I'm the Cowboys, I would go with someone like Hampton over Trevion, to be honest with you. I think I'm penciling in Trevion or Judkins to the Raiders with Chip Kelly, but I think the Bears might want Judkins too. We'll see how that works. But yeah, that's just my take. Buka's my number one wide receiver. And then Genty, he's not that big, man. He's really not that massive of a man. He's only 5. What if he measures in at 5'8", 208? What do we say?
To push off like on that a little bit, Henderson's smaller than Genty.
No,
is he not?
No. Might be a touch lighter, maybe, but he's slimmer. Henderson's like 5'11". I don't know, 5'11", 204.
We'll find out at the combine. I know they're not testing, but they'll probably weigh in and stuff, right?
Yeah, they'll measure out, right? So like that's I want to see those numbers first. Like as they have it sitting right now, 5'9", 215 for Genty is what they're saying.
Okay.
And then
215 doesn't feel
5'10", 208 for Henderson.
I don't think Genty's he might be 215. He's closer to 210 though, I think.
Yeah.
He's a little shorter, but he feels compact though, like a little bit like kind of like a not Ray Davis, RJ Harvey body type, a little bit, kind of like that kind of guy. I don't know.
Bigger, like RJ Harvey's 5'7", so
yeah, okay,
bigger than that.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
He measured in at the Senior Bowl 5'7", so
yeah.
I don't think that'll change by the time we get to the combine, but
yeah,
you never know. We'll talk more about that in a sec. What are you thinking here?
If we're thinking tight end, I really like Jonnu. We do have some Miami too, so it makes sense. Receiver wise,
at 2 quarterbacks after that too. I hate the wide receivers in this range, like Cup.
Yeah, but I love ETN. I'm a huge ETN guy.
No team I draft will have ETN on it.
Oh, not an ETN guy? Okay.
No, he's not for me. Mark Andrews. I know. My take is that he's probably not going to be on the Baltimore Ravens anymore. That's what the buzz coming out of the combine right now is.
Interesting.
And I think that would be a good thing.
Let's go with some Andrews. I got 9%. I'm down to go Andrews. Yeah, let's do Andrews. And then let's do. I think, man, Cup. I watched. I do like Pittman. I like buying low on Pittman.
I'm worried about his back surgery he might be getting.
Yeah, could need back surgery. Not great.
We can still go. Right. We can still go Pittman though. What do you have for percentage wise?
16 on Pittman, 6 on Shaheed. You like Shaheed or no? Like just
you can go Shaheed, but I just think he's getting injured. Like,
you know what? Let's go. You want to go Cup? I got 1%.
Mix it up. Get some.
This will be the first big board team I go Cup onto. Because that's his $3 there. So
yeah, get
first
some
big board team
in your life. There you
Yeah,
go.
let's do it. Let's go Cubs.
He could end up with somewhere like Buffalo, Cincinnati, like he's that type of player that he could put a team like that over the edge. I think so. That I like that that thought process. I would love him on my Bengals, and he'd be a great fit. And we need him.
Right.
We can afford him.
Yep. Yeah,
I
he feels
think-
like feels a little bit like what's his face? Tyler Boydish, maybe like
But
same
better.
production. Yeah, but well, like, yeah, a better resume, but I don't know. He did not look good at the end of last year, and like I don't know if he was necessarily battling any injuries. I haven't heard anything that he was. He just like wasn't good whatsoever.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like maybe that 1 year was just everything just lined
That
up, and they were like,
wasn't that his
we
only
need
year over
someone
1,000
better.
yards? I think it was his only year over 1,000 yards. It's a crazy
And he
stat.
almost had
you would think.
he almost had 2,000, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then in the offseason, they're like, man, we need someone else in here, which is like now looking back, if you look at what happened, it does kind of look like they were like, fuck, we need another guy in here because this guy kind of ain't it. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But I honestly am not sure Shaheed's even going to be on the Saints. If I'm the Saints, I cut everybody. But
Everyone gone.
I don't think they're going to. I would see if I can find a trade partner for Carr because that's kind of the only way it makes sense to get rid of him. But I would say Shaheed, Cedric Wilson, Jamal Adams, Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, all of you. Thanks for your service.
Mm-hmm.
And then just reset the whole thing. But doesn't sound like they're going to do that.
Yeah. I saw something too, an interesting one talking about the Saints. Rappaport tweeted this out like an hour-ish ago. It's just like I always like to click on the ones he just like he'll quote tweet something, and I think he just said "oh" with an exclamation point, and it was a tweet of somebody saying, "I don't normally make a big deal about the interviews and which teams interview which players, but I do think it is noteworthy that Cam Ward just met with the Saints at the Combine." So it would be interesting if they'd have to make a move for him. Obviously, they can't draft him. I think where they're picking, but that would be interesting to see Cam Ward on the Saints. I mean, Kellen Moore, I could be in. I think that'd do wonders for Olave, but I don't think the bet against Olave isn't really like the offense might be awful, but I think we think Olave is a good player. But if he gets like one more hit to the head, like he might retire. Like legit, he's had so many concussions. He's had like 3 in like 2 years. It's not been good.
Yeah, conkies are no joke, man. Like I think Romeo Dobbs is in that camp too. And
real quick, sorry, what'd you just call concussions?
Conky?
Conky, I've never heard that before. Never heard that.
No?
Conky.
Yeah.
I thought when you said that, I thought I slipped up and I said Lad McConkey because when you said that,
No.
I literally thought you said Lad McConkey.
No, maybe I shouldn't call them that, but
no, it's fine. I just never heard it before. Different lingo, This is great. We're having a different
Canadian thing, I guess.
Different thesaurus we got going on here. I think that's the right book. All right. Running back feels like we need one of these guys. Man, Swift, I just don't love, but it's a little bit of a discount. Devin Neal is fine. I just don't like his price. I like the player though. Who are you thinking?
We could just go Goddard just to match him up, get a pass catcher.
Yep.
And then again, let this guy decide our running back. But if it's at 122, the only way Swift is out of Chicago is if they trade him. That's the only way the contract makes sense. They will not cut him. No way in the world will they cut him. But he will get competition. So I mean, I don't mind.
But we're not drafting him like it's baked into his price that he's going to get competition, which I think is okay. You know what I mean?
Especially this late too. We're a full round past ADP. Like it fits our team. Let's do it. That makes sense.
I like it.
And the other thing on the Conky talk there. Conky
talk. Conky was no joke.
He's not, but that's anyways. The Cedric Tillman drafters out there, man. He was out 5 weeks at the end of the season. 5 with 1 concussion. Like
maybe they just don't want to rush him back. They're like, this season sucks anyway. Let's not, send our guy out there. But you're right. Like the thing
5
like that,
weeks though.
You're right. That is crazy. Like that was really tough.
That's aggressive. And that was like right in the fantasy playoff seasons. If you're doing like redraft, dynasty league, stuff like that, you're trying to start this guy and he's just not there yet. That seems a little odd. Like 5 weeks, man, for a concussion.
Yeah.
Guys used to sit out one, they wouldn't even sit out games, right? Now you're almost forced to sit out a game a week, right? But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm concerned about drafting Tillman personally.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to get to this comment. Captain Joe King, love it. Hey, huge fan of the show. Already a sub. Thank you. Appreciate that. Make sure you go sub to Cody over there too at Off the Schneid. His link's in the description. So make sure you go over there, toss him a sub. I'm definitely I'm coming on your show sometime soon too, right? I'm definitely down to come on.
Yeah, we'll figure something out for sure. I might do like a streamathon sort of thing. I'm not doing 24 hours. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Like I'm too old for that shit. But
Yeah,
I might do like like an 8 or 10, 12 hours, something like that.
love it.
And I'll hit you up for sure. But yeah,
Cool.
we'll
All right,
definitely
awesome.
work something out.
Awesome. All right. He says, I was just wondering with all the Stafford news that's been going on, is he top 6? Top 6 was a little lofty, but we'll just do this. Is he better than Justin Herbert? Justin Choke Herbert. His words, not mine.
This feels like a real life football comment.
Yeah, definitely not a fantasy comment. It's a football comment for sure. Because your gut reaction is to say no, because you're like, Herbert's the man. But then you like start going through the resume. You're like, Stafford, like he was just in, he was one game away from going to the NFC Championship game, like one drive away.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah. The Super Bowl. Yeah. So
he's that guy. There's two separate conversations there.
No, it was
and one's a real life.
Wasn't it Kami's Eagles in the NFC Championship game, or am I tripping?
Oh no, I think you're right. I think
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think you are right. But either way, there's two separate conversations there. One's fantasy, one's real life. I think in real life, yeah, I would take Stafford if I'm trying to win Super Bowl right now. Like, give me one of those two quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Give me Matt Stafford. But fantasy wise, yeah, give me Justin Herbert, of course. Yeah. No question.
Yeah, I feel like Herbert had a good amount of rushing yards this year too. Like he actually ran the ball. I don't know if it's a career high, but I feel like he was always kind of running around a little bit. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, he was like 400.
Yeah, how many did he have? He had he had 264 rushing yards. So maybe that's not as much as I thought he had. I don't know why.
I thought it was more too. I thought it was in the 3s, but
yeah, right next to Geno. CJ Stroud. Yeah, even Fields had more, which is kind of crazy. Okay. Spears is a nice value if we wanted to go that route. I like him over, I think, Dowdle and White. Any running back,
quarterback at some point, but we could definitely go Spears. I'm into that.
We could do the double. This is like one of my favorite things to do. We could do the Bryce Young Coker thing.
Yep. We could definitely mix that in.
You want to do it?
Oh, right now, sure.
Yeah, let's do. Oh, this drafter's got Leggett, but he's already got 2. I'm going to bet that this drafter doesn't go Bryce Young. He's got Burrow and Kyler.
Yeah, I would take Coker there because regardless, we're okay with Coker.
Yes, I like Coker. Oh, he goes Bryce Young. All right, we're not doing it, I guess. What can you do?
Then he's going to take Spears on us too.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we could take Tua just to wrap that up. I think we could be okay with those two, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't even. I didn't even see Tua there. Yeah, I'm definitely down with Tua.
Yeah.
We'll see what. Let's go Tua. Yeah.
Yeah, easy click. And we could bring in Malik Washington if we want at the end of the draft.
Yeah.
Or not. We can just leave it there. We'll see. Yeah,
I like it.
Coker's like the only wide receiver in that range that I'm willing to click.
I like Coker, man. His metrics are good. We watched his season stuff, and I didn't remember he moves well. I like his game a lot, and I think he's just one of those guys that's gonna have a long career. He honestly, if I had to compare his career, maybe I feel he's like a slightly more athletic Thielen.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Really good at not really great at anything, but good kind of just all around receiver. Kind of feels like Tyler Boyd. He could have a Tyler Boyd career, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, from your neck of the woods too, Adam Thielen, and
undrafted,
like Adam
football
Thielen.
player down in Mankato. It's just like an hour drive. He's just crazy.
Yeah, Coker. I mean, it's small sample size, but if he's that guy, he's that guy. So he's gonna get a shot this year.
100%.
Leggett's coming off foot surgery, so Coker's gonna get that off season, right? Yeah, and honestly, I think Thielen's gonna end up getting released by the Panthers, not because they don't want him, they can't use him, but he's clearly got one more season. He said he's gonna keep playing, so he's got one more season, right? Go try to win somewhere, man. We're not there. We're not there. They can save a ton of money against the cap. So save some money. Let's just mutually part ways. Go get signed by the Chiefs for the league minimum and try to win yourself a Super Bowl. I'd love to see that happen just for Thielen. It makes sense for everybody. Get him off the Panthers, get him somewhere he can win. Buffalo, I don't care, somewhere they can win, I think that just makes sense for everybody.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I also want
value for Coker there.
Yeah. I want to talk about this too, because the Kelsey news came out today that he's not retiring. And Chuck Cheese, Mr. Chase to that cheese, just wants to know why people aren't drafting in the 70s like they were too. I think part of that was the KC Philly drafters pushing up his ADP a little bit. But I'm with you. I think where did he go in this draft, I guess, now that he went at 124. So, okay. I like Algier. I love Algier, especially since we don't have Bijan. I'm a huge Algier guy.
Sold.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's an easy
Algier.
There. We need running back. That's an easy clip.
Yeah, and his upside is huge. If anything,
are we good for quarterback? I'm good on quarterbacks with the 2. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not down to. I'm down to like just. Yeah, we don't really have anybody that like makes sense. Like if we had someone, maybe, but
there's no one else we can realistically click there. So let's go down to some rookie wide receivers. Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, Io Manor, Royals.
Jalen Royals. I'm a Royals guy.
Yeah, let's go Royals then.
Iomenor's. I have a lot of concerns about Ellick, even though the dude's from about an hour and a half east of me.
Canada. Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
He's got a crazy story too. You got 2 seconds. He's got a crazy story. So he's a sophomore in high school, which is that's grade 9 here. We don't say sophomore, freshman, junior. We just say grade 9, 10, 11, 12. So it turned out that it equates to being a sophomore in high school in Canada. Coach is like, dude, he had like 2 touchdowns, just crushed it. He's like, you're way too good to be here. You want to make a career of this, get the fuck out of here, go to the States, right? So he goes to the States, plays his, I guess, no, that was when he was a freshman, plays his sophomore year in the States at Petey High School in Jersey, I think is what it was. Plays there, does well. Then the next year as a junior, I think it was, COVID season, wiped it out, didn't play football. Next year as a senior in high school, plays 1 game, fucks up his knee, gets hurt, plays 1 game as a senior, then goes to Stanford, somehow still gets recruited to Stanford, goes to Stanford, first year in Stanford, rips apart his knee again. So he didn't play football for like 3.5 calendar years.
Yeah.
Didn't play at all. And then, 7 games into the season, he just goes out there and dusts Colorado. And
that's the game he's living off of. Everybody remembers him because he bitched Travis Hunter and like Travis.
But he wasn't even matched up with him like that much in that game. If you watch the tape, like he was only up against him for like, I don't know.
I think he did catch like 1 touchdown on him though. I think that's why everyone remembers it like that. I think myself included.
Yeah, it was that like poster one-handed type of catch. Like it was a sweet catch. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know. There's just the injury red flag, right? Like dude didn't play for 3 fucking years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's definitely an injury thing.
Who's the last? Tell me the last Stanford wide receiver that was any good.
The only guy I can think of is Michael Wilson, and he's like fine, but he's not like great.
Was he even Stanford?
I think so. Am I tripping? I am usually pretty good at the college to NFL stuff. I'm pretty sure he was Stanford. Michael Wilson, college.
Stanford, he was. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So if that's the guy you want to hang your hat on, all right. But
you have a good point there. Like, it's Michael Wilson. Like he was like and he actually went higher than
pick.
He hit a really good Senior Bowl. That's what it was.
Yeah,
they don't. That's not a wide receiver friendly offense that they run out there.
No, and so like the real answer is Christian McCaffrey's dad, Ed McCaffrey, in like 1991. I looked at it a couple days.
I didn't even know he went to Stanford. That makes sense though.
Yeah, obviously with Christian, right? Yep. So, and poor Luke just couldn't get in. I guess I don't know. Poor guy.
Well, Luke went to
Rice.
Yeah, but he was didn't he start out somewhere else? Maybe I'm tripping. Wait, maybe he was gonna be a quarterback at Rice. That's what it was. He was trying to be a quarterback, and then he wasn't. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, he's a different position. Yeah, I don't know if he transferred schools or not, but
I don't think he did.
Yeah, he did in Nebraska. Sorry,
that's what it was. Okay, I thought he transferred somewhere, so at least he got into Nebraska. Good for him. All right, what do you like?
Is that a tough school to get into? But
Nebraska, Big Ten. It's better than fucking Rice.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. We need
All
some.
right.
We need some RBs, eh?
Yeah, let's get with some of these fucking. I mean, I'm absurdly
Oh,
high on Giddens.
you got to get away from Giddens.
You don't like Giddens?
I don't not like. I'm not taking him that much.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't need to
fair.
go tooting this early, but what do we got for wide receivers?
DeMario, Wilson. We were just talking about him.
No,
Like,
we could bring in Pop Douglas.
oh,
or if it's Giddens,
it's
that's
Giddens,
all right.
unfortunately.
What does our team look like? The
Brees,
2-5-7-2.
yeah, let's get one more receiver because I'm fine with like doing the late running back thing. We could go Malik.
Yeah,
I think you can usually get him early. You want to go DeMario here?
yeah. Let's bring in Pop Douglas, another AFC East, right?
Yes, AFC East.
With the Jets, Miami.
Yeah,
Right? Let's get that in there,
yeah. Only team we're missing is the Bills.
right?
Yeah,
Maybe we can fill it with a rookie and try to get lucky.
yeah.
Um,
All right.
not
This
sure.
room is moving really fast too. Actually, like
Yeah,
this
it
room is
is.
moving incredibly fast, which is kind of fun. So, yeah,
It definitely is. I like that. I like the quick rooms.
yeah. Right. I remember someone on Twitter was
Stream.
like, just did a big board. It was an hour 20. I'm like, Jesus, like that's
Yeah. Yeah, with the auto drafters. That was the annoying thing with that KC Philly thing that was going on there because they're all auto, so they would take forever.
yes,
And
yeah,
you're like, it's the worst ones were like, man, this is tight for it to get thrown out. So I guess
yeah.
I'll keep drafting and wasting my time. But yeah, that's how she goes. This is a weird range, but you can just take whatever the hell you want at this point. I genuinely feel like.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
So we'll take a look at our squad here, so we're ready. Maybe we should be more prepared for our next pick.
Yeah. All right. Hurts, Tua, Brees, Judkins, Swift, Algier, Giddens, CD, Terry, Waddle, Igbuka, Cup, Coker, Royals, Douglas, and Andrews, Goddard.
That's a solid wide receiver room.
Yeah.
I like that.
Who's this? Not Bobby
Dude,
Lane, but
Jacoby Krosky Merritt.
isn't he from? Where's he from? Is he from?
He transferred from, I can't remember where, but he transferred to Arizona. Played
okay.
one game at Arizona, 100 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. But then he got hurt, was hurt the entire season. And then he came into the Senior Bowl, the East-West Shrine Bowl, went to the East-West Shrine Bowl, kind of crushed it, was the MVP of the East-West Shrine Bowl. I'm not a McCroskey or a Krosky Merritt guy at all. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not. There's too many other good rookies that I like that I'm just not doing it.
I'm telling you, if you want the scroll of your life, I got a guy for you. I was trying to convince my chat on this. I was a lot more annoying about it earlier in the whole thing, but I still stand by it. He went, and I'm biased, so I will preface by saying that receiver Daniel Jackson. Daniel Jackson, he doesn't even have an ADP. He's a rookie. He went to University of Minnesota. That's the only reason I know him. Had like 900 yards this season. X wide receiver, good size, kind of like if you had to say, like, he's like a poor man's Jerry Jeudy, kind of like that's kind of his game a little bit, like that kind of game. I like him a lot. I just think he's got like he's got one of the best catches ever in the history of college football, in my opinion. One of the best toe drags you've ever seen in your life. So
I'm confident in saying that it's pretty rare that anyone ever stumps me with a rookie.
Yeah,
an incoming rookie, and I haven't heard that name.
He'll be at the combine. He will be at the combine. So,
geez, you name any other player, and I could tell you a little bit about him, but not this guy. That's crazy. Yeah.
All right, I got one. I got one for you then, because I've drafted this other guy. I also believe he does not have an ADP. He does. Kobe Hudson.
Kobe Hudson, UCF. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Some guys really like him. I'm not. I don't know. Like I don't know. I can't get there with him, like, personally, but. Yeah. I mean, I could see the click. Like, really, it's like Ricky White for me, and then that's pretty much it. But did Malik Washington
go? He did. Yes.
Brutal. That's all right.
Do you like Mason Taylor?
I don't mind. I mean, that's an aggressive.
Brenton Strange might be fun too.
I'm totally Brenton Strange.
Let's do Brenton
Strange.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Brenton Strange.
Yeah, then we're done at tight end.
Yes.
Right.
So maybe one more receiver, one more, unless we want to do one of the dart. I don't know if you're a dart guy or not, but I take him time to time. I think he might play, and I think he runs a little bit. So that's the only reason I've taken him.
Let's take a rookie running back. I'm thinking.
Yeah, who do you like? Marks, Etienne,
Someone took
Mullings.
Tootin from us, eh? What about
Yeah,
Jarquez Hunter? You have no Jarquez Hunter?
I have no Jarquez.
You
Auburn.
need
Yeah.
Jarquez in your life.
All right, let's do it.
He's the pound for pound running back champ in this year's draft.
What does that mean, pound for pound?
It means he fears no man. The dude was
Okay.
putting linebackers on their ass, 5'9", 210. Dude can catch. He was in the game a lot in the Senior Bowl in the most important, like at the most important time of the game. So he's in and out of the game, but he was in at the end of the game, which is always nice to see. Catches the ball, and yeah, he's just, to me, he's just a dude. I thoroughly enjoyed his tape. Thoroughly.
That's why I like Scadaboo so much.
Yes, Scadaboo's got that dog in him.
Yeah, are you a Scadaboo guy or no?
I don't mind him. Like I think
Like I have him ranked above Caleb Johnson personally. I have.
Really?
I just think he does everything better than Caleb does, except for the size profile and the speed part of the stuff. But I think everything else, he's like he's a better receiver. He's got better contact balance. He's got better power. He flashes his power a lot more than Caleb does, even though Caleb's like, I think technically
he's got
bigger.
more power. He's got more power.
He's
No,
got
he's
more
not
power.
bigger.
Yes.
Scadabo's bigger for sure.
Yeah, and Scadaboo has the best contact balance in this class, and I feel very confident saying that. I just think he does everything.
Amari and Hampton's close on that.
I love Hampton. Hampton's my clear and away RB2. It's Genty and it's Hampton for me. So let's just pull this up real quick because I have it up. Here are my running back rankings. This is what I got.
Let's check.
This is purely film. This is nothing to do with anything else. We watched all these guys on stream, which brings me to my next point. We are going to watch all these guys again starting tomorrow. Starting on Friday, we're going to be watching all these guys again. We're going to be streaming the combine. We're not going to stream the actual combine. We'll be live during the combine when the quarterbacks, receivers, and running backs are running their 40. So make sure you're here for that. I believe that's like noon, maybe a little bit later, whenever that. It says noon on Underdog, but I don't know when they start running. But this is what I got. Genty, Hampton. Actually, we're going to do this. Hampton's in the same tier as Genty. I love Hampton that much. Ollie Gordon 2023 tape. Just 2023, because Ollie Gordon 2024 tape is the last one we have on the list.
The team was way worse. So,
and he was hurt. He was obviously hurt. Like I feel pretty confident about that. I got Scadaboo above Caleb. I got Henderson right here. Judkins, and then these are the guys I love. I love every single one of these guys.
Those are your guys.
These are my guys. That tier is like my favorite ADP. Like I love Brashard Smith. I love that guy. I love RJ Harvey. Like I cannot get enough of those guys.
Yeah, RJ is just a little on the small side for me, but
that's fair. He's like my Ray Davis was my most drafted big board player last year. Pre-draft player, it was Ray Davis.
I was in there with you. Yeah.
It's just, and like I mean, you'll know then. Nobody was in on no one like big was like in on like Ray Davis.
Ray Davis, really? I don't know. I was like 30% Ray Day.
Yeah, I loved. Same here. I loved Ray Davis,
yeah.
But I feel like you just never heard about him. You heard about Bucky a little bit. You heard about Braylon. You heard about all these other guys. Ray Davis was like the last, because I think people don't like that body type. Don't like the shorter, stubbier guys, and that's kind of what Harvey is. It's kind of what Ray Davis is.
But his tape was electric at Kentucky, man. Like he was that dude.
Tell me.
Like, yeah, he was that dude. Like people, I don't know about you, but like honestly, Kentucky running backs are in a pretty good spot typically.
Yeah,
and like
Benny Snell.
Yeah, Benny Snell. He was wearing his number he was wearing Le'Veon's old number. When he went there, and it was like, oh shit, Benny Snell's gonna do that, eh? And
he had like a decent rookie year, I think, didn't he? Like a decent, like for him, it was.
He looked like he looked like he might be like a bit of a pass catcher type of guy, but I think Cam Scadaboo could be like, if he gets the right opportunity and landing spot, he could legitimately be pretty much exactly what Najee is.
Yeah,
like they're like the same size. He can catch. What are we doing running back here? Are we doing a wide?
We don't have to. No, we can go. We can go receiver or running back. Receiver. Let's just go receiver. I feel like we're pretty decent at running back. Who's your favorite? I don't even know who to click. I click all over the place.
I mean, yeah, this is kind of whatever. You get yourself some Devontae Walker, maybe Baltimore.
Okay. I mean, I don't like him, but if you say so, I mean, he had one
catch.
There's
no one else under contract.
Is there really nobody else?
There's 8 and Flowers are under contract. That's it. And Devontae.
Okay.
So he like Aguilar's gone. Tyler Wallace. They might bring some of these guys back, but he's the only one under contract. He was a 3rd round pick last year. Devontae Walker, right? So he's going to get some run, you got to think. I'm picking up a few shares of Devontae.
Yeah.
Big play guy.
Yeah.
Big play guy.
That's fair. That's fair. Draft with Cody. All right, there we go. I always have to remember to name him, or else I will forget. And I actually have to. Guys, did I not name the one with Steph yesterday? Okay, it's easy because these are just I didn't draft any off stream, so draft with Steph. See, this is why I have to do it after, else I forget.
Oh, dude, mine are just a lost cause.
Yeah,
I've forgotten. I'm not going back. Like,
yeah, I need to. Yeah, like I have there's a lot of these that have been streamed that I just haven't forgot to whatever. But all right, there we go. Anyways, thanks for coming on, man. This was a blast. We definitely have to get you back on. Definitely down to come on your show. You just say the word, but plug what you need to plug. Twitter, it's Luke. Make sure you guys go sub. It's in the description. So make sure you go sub to Cody over at Off the Schneid. But yeah, plug anything you need to plug, man.
Yeah, appreciate coming on. I'll definitely hop on. Let me know. Just give me the word, and we'll figure something out for my show as well. Off the Schneid, it's been good lately. We've been getting our groove on. We've been drafting every other day. Typically, the views are all-time high. Likes are all-time high right now. So it's actually really catching some momentum. I love to see it. So yeah, come on over, subscribe. I don't usually we cross over actually a lot of times. You're like an hour before I start, so you're wrapping up and then typically I go. So yeah, appreciate the sub and check out the stream. Let me know what you think. I'm a little different than everyone else. I get on my high horse and jump on my soapbox, and it gets a little different.
Yeah, go sub to this guy. Nothing else. He's gonna have his own takes. He just said he had Genty not as his RB1. He is Henderson, and his wide receiver 1 is Igbuka. So make sure you go sub to that guy. You gotta love some variance and some player takes. It makes what makes this thing so fun. But thanks for coming on, man. And for those of you who are watching right now, I'm literally gonna hop on Best Ball Guy's stream. I believe he's streaming right now. So I'm gonna go hop on over there. So make sure you come on over there after you go sub to Cody over at Off the Schneid. So all right. We'll see you guys tomorrow again. Scouting starts tomorrow. We're watching all these RBs on film tomorrow. Make sure you're in here. I don't have an exact time for the stream tomorrow, but we will be live for day 35, I think it is. So day 35. Make sure you're there. Be there or be square. We'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.